Now, continuing Doppler stages, they have one very unpleasant design feature in them, which is to say, you have to go through them in a row, which makes it quite inconvenient, but luckily there is also, but the boss gauntlet is of course here. Just waiting for for me to face all of these pests before. Shit. And Blizzard Buffalo is actually weak against, well, he's weak against Blast Hornet's weapon. And for some reason I'm doing quite crappily. Well, let's just bring out the bomb. Yeah, and once you use the weakness to hit him, he gets stopped, smack dab in the middle, which isn't necessarily that what you would hope. Because he remains invulnerable for quite a long time. So, I just show that there will be a boss gauntlet, which will include killing all the bosses. So I don't think I'm gonna show the repeat fights of them, because, well, they aren't particularly impressive. They were already shown before, so there's no need to do the repeats of them. I'll see you once I'm about to kill the final of them. Golden armor is also handy because it allows you to regenerate health as long as you stand still and don't do anything else. Real handy trait. Just to highlight how hilariously overpowered it is meant to be. But then again, it is, and of course when it's a matter of the Legacy Collection, there's the Rookie Hunter mode, which, well, it makes you invincible to damage, but as it has been quite much demonstrated, invincibility to damage is quite worthless when there's just so much all kinds of instant death spikes around to kill you as well, or crushing walls, and Rookie Hunter mode does nothing to mitigate those things being difficult or annoying. So it's quite much of a, you could say, pointless little tidbit added to the game. At least this one. It should work something like the save assist in Zero Collection, which allows you to get much more checkpoints and makes you not to lose your weapons. And Dr. Doppler. Yes, I know you have big shoulder pads. Well, nothing really. Oh yeah, that's quite old-fashioned. So, you are Sigma's henchman. And that's old-fashioned. The Megaman says that, yeah. When did Dr. Doppler renowned from being wise, exchange his reason for madness? And Dr. Doppler has a special ability. Yes, he can shoot attacks. He shoots stuff at you. He also becomes Fireball. And that green shield he's about to throw at you makes him is something like a invulnerability shield. He absorbs damage once he is wearing that shield. So, which means fighting him is a bit of a, you could say, more complicated than he used to be. But basically he follows a very strict and defined pattern. he shoots 3 bullets, becomes fireball, tries to tackle you as fireball, and if you at this pace try to get him to so with the upgraded blaster it becomes it's a bit of annoying trying to get to the just the appropriate amount of charge against him. Otherwise you might wind up having too much of it because, well, fully charged attack is quite inconveniently slow. So I'm very much taking my time fighting him. Mostly because of I don't want to lose the little progress I've gained by shooting his shield. And of course the flame attack blocks your attacks as well, so you can't just... You know, Dark, your history. Like this. Well, of course, being a robot means that you can always build yourself a new big, badass, impressive fighting machine bodies. And he's defeated. Well, it's been done twice already. Yep, that was a bit of a plot twist, but it was foreshadowed at the final form of Sigmas in Megaman X2. So yeah, now he's got a big super... Now Sigma has a very strong, powerful battle body to himself. So well, now we have to go and kill it. There was actually that was not much of a plot twist that Sigma is actually the big bad guy, because it was foreshadowed right at the beginning. So, but let's just go and hunt down the Super Sigma body. Yep. A hangar stage with nothing remarkable, just a couple of regular enemies to serve as a cannon for the which could be quite easily said to be nothing completely something unexpected, and zeros here again. And so I guess I have to go now and destroy Sigma again. Let's see, almost 3 life containers, which should be well enough to take him down. And the form Sigma is using, at least the first one, is weak against the spinning blade. So, and like in Megaman X1, there's this kind of little climbing shaft up here to a final confrontation. And he shows us up again. He's got a shield, or some sort of new fancy suit. He didn't care about Doppler. Yep, old-fashioned. Yeah, he's gotten accustomed to this fight as well. And of course, shield will stop your attacks. But luckily, the spinning blade's fully charged attack is more than capable of chopping him up, doing quite much of impressive chop up to him. Yep, he spews fire which climb walls, but the double air dash allows you to just avoid it like a nothing. But he follows a completely set pattern, and with a quite janky hitbox, so you can't really get expressively close to him. And occasionally he starts to imitate Captain America by throwing his shield. But generally Sigma seems to follow a very... be liking to do his pattern. Yep, and the shield move, well... And he does quite lots of damage even with the upgraded armor, so... This is... well, he is very powerful creation, and ironically I did some read manuals, and it said that the Dr. Kane actually is who created Sigma as well. Maybe he was the first of the Reploid or something like that. I really don't remember, that it's always been vague, but yep, he's first body down, and being a final boss, of course he ain't dead yet. Yep. The ultimate battle body. Well, it certainly is big and impressive looking. And does quite a lot of damage as well. And we're having a negligibly small hit in vulnerability spot. But luckily it's extremely pattern based and simplistic in that sense, so you can actually quite easily get through his get past his defense, and that big beam he shoots, well, it's quite powerful. Well, luckily it seems that the contact with his body doesn't do so much of damage. So yeah, pattern based was again. So try to shoot a bit past the big shoulder pads. And if I would have the ultimate upgrade of the game, it'd be going down. Oh shit, my mistake. Gotta do it again. I should have used more E-Tank. Well, it's attempt number 2. Yeah, blah 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 blah. I'm big, bad, strong, better than ever, blah 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 blah. Yeah, I'm not denying your body is big and impressive, but I am also saying that it's quite much of a... it also appears to be quite much of a, you could say, it also appears to be quite much of a... Oh yeah, those missiles are bloody painful. So if you have the choice between taking a hit from those missiles or something else, pick that something else. But I'm certain that they are basically, you could say, his main arsenal. And as he is quite short while vulnerable to your attacks, it's very recommendable to do, in a sense, just try to get the attacks in. Well, luckily it's always the head. And those missiles don't seem to enjoy such a good, powerful, good tracking system, so... Oh yeah, apparently the bombs also cause quite a lot of pain, so let's just pop up another E-Tank, just in case. And it actually is the vulnerable spot is actually higher than it would appears. But he's going down. Attempt number 2. Yeah, right in the mid-flight. Yeah, big and bulky shape going down like a sack of bricks. Yeah, now he goes there. Once again, bad guy. No, it can't be. Why I can't kill you? Well, that's because you're a bad guy. Oh, and you didn't think of doing something like that before. But now he's taken his 3D mesh possession form and with some magma to rise, lava to rise as well. But luckily the up dash. Oh fuck. Well, the lava does negligible damage. Good. Otherwise it would have been quite dangerous. But running away. Running away, running away, running away. But there's no way to run. Damn. Even Megaman himself is cursing. So yeah, there he is, ready to do the possessive attack. Oh yeah, ba ba ba. No, actually that is in a sense quite scary. But luckily we have Deus Ex Machina called Zero. Yeah, you should know that. And they have actually quite long history. Oh yeah, I guess that's the Zero's name, it's Beast Saber. But yeah, he came along to save the day. Yeah, just good old fashioned sting with a bug. And he actually does come back. He does 8th Megaman X games and Sigma is in each and every one of them. But once again he's been taken out from the equation quite permanently. Yeah, there was a Dr. Doppler had a base. He had a base. Now it's a wreck right in the middle of some sort of desert field. And a nice scenery piece. Though Zero and X are quite contrasting with it. And the summary again. Once again, Sigma has been defeated. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yabba, 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 yabba. Well, the reptiles were created because, you know, they are sentient beings, and once that fighting ends, he might not be so pleased about when that happens, when I foreshadow the Megaman Zero series, which actually, yeah, we managed to end the war conflict between humans and reptiles, yeah, with some kind of finding a unifying thing, something like a unified enemy. I don't even know, was there any kind of long term, because I don't think Capcom made any really long-term plans about how making these games. At least I know that they certainly didn't. But although in Mega Man Zero they might have had a bit better, something like after third he must have said that, he must have thought that. Although in the long run, Zero out-survives. And it was meant by Keiji Inafune to be the final fight between those two in X5, but they still wanted 3 more, which led to quite much of a narrative and gameplay disaster as well. And hell, even the omens of it being worse were shown at the end of the X4, which was felt quite much clunkier than this one. But it's the ending of Megaman X3. See ya next time. See ya!